Bible underneath my right hand. I made it out of tight jams. Guns all on my nightstand. My life should be on Viceland. My fingertips to hold the marijuana aroma. High school, I went to school high, still got my diploma. He got riddled and left alone for some Skittles in Arizona. Bible underneath my right hand. I made it out of tight jams.
COVID, like, I don't know, man. You never saw the world shut down before.
No, there was something oddly peaceful about it for a second there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was like good for the earth. And
Yeah,
all this
good for the earth. Everyone had to like take a step
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
But I think right after you took a step back, it was like, oh crap!
Yeah.
Like we don't have an infrastructure for a lot of stuff here.
And that's
you know?
the thing for me that I thought was shocking.
Yeah.
Like,
So
like,
what?
hold on.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you guys do in the Capitol building? Don't you guys come up with fucking plans? Is this what your whole job is for plans?
You know, I had some friends in Canada. I'm like, how you guys doing? Is everything all right? Oh yeah, we got $2,000 every month.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
They just started rolling Plan A4 because
I just don't understand. Like and that's where things get tough because you want people to be safe, but you're giving no people a means to live safely if they can't afford to live where they need to live, or they're being forced into places that they would normally avoid if they couldn't. I mean, it brought up so many issues as a collective that
nobody gives a that's the thing that I was trying to explain to people, that you only understand if you've been poor.
Right.
Like nobody gives a fuck about wearing a mask if you can't eat.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like COVID isn't people's top priority
Right.
if your kids don't have food.
Yeah.
So like,
And all the food lines, man.
that's what I mean. It's
I never
it's
would
wild,
expect
man.
all the food lines.
And it's like the pandemic was, like it everyone was going through the pandemic, but not at the same level.
Right.
And so you got people, and this is where I thought it was like really weird. Like you've got people that didn't lose their jobs that are getting checks.
Yep.
And then you got people that lost their jobs and lost everything that are like getting the same check that you're getting, making $80,000 a year. That just doesn't make any sense.
I think Shake Shack got $10 million.
Yeah, you're just like, what? And they still left and laid off people, so.
And it kind of exposed so many flaws in the system, I think.
Yeah, man.
It's people, friends helping friends.
Yeah.
Because if, little mom and pop shop doesn't have someone in Congress.
I mean, the mom and pop shop, the small business, what we went through was like really interesting. Like,
yeah, how'd you guys survive COVID as a media production company?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was March, and I went to Hawaii with Katie and Beth. We were shooting, I don't even know what were we even doing? MRI. There was we were doing this, I don't know.
Isn't Hawaii awesome?
Dude, it was funny because we thought we almost died.
It kind of feels like that when you go there. It's like, am I in heaven?
Well, it was this plane ride. We thought we were going to die.
Oh, that's more serious.
Yeah.
That's more Final Destination.
So we flew to Honolulu on from LA,
Yeah.
like on a big, thing.
Yeah.
No problems.
Right.
From Honolulu to Maui, we took this little shitter.
Oh yeah, I've been on the
We
little
went on the
shitter.
little shit. So
A puddle jumper.
at some point, to get into Maui, this guy is I've never felt like holding onto my seat going down before, but that's what it was doing.
Oh, wow.
And I don't throw up on planes or anything. I see Beth just throw up. Or Katie grabs the bag, and I'm feeling it too. I'm like, oh, when someone throws up, you're like, I'm next.
It's like a chain reaction.
Anyway, and then he hits the ground boom, and we're just holy shit, and I just didn't know how that was gonna go, and then when the guy comes out and he was like, oh, that's just Frank always, so that was that's how we got to Hawaii. And then we shoot this thing. Thank God Katie was shooting it. Mm-hmm. And then the first, and I don't know, second night or something, Beth got insane food poisoning.
Really?
Crazy shit.
Oh, no.
And I'm sitting there just man, it fucking sucks, man. Food poisoning gets you. Next night, I get it. Done. It was some fierce, I don't even know how to explain it.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, but when we were going to Hawaii, we were hearing about, we were in Hawaii January 31st, March 1st. We were hearing about this virus thing.
Yeah.
But it's we hear about Ebola, I don't know, they'll fix it. Then
Right.
But this one seemed a little bigger. So I'm not this guy, but I like gave on the plane. I like talked to them. I was like, hey guys, I think we should like wear these masks, and then because I don't know what's going on. And then, so when we got back from that trip, it was in full force.
Yeah.
Shit was shutting down.
Yeah.
And the things that got hit the hardest were obviously restaurants, hospitality, and fucking entertainment. Mm-hmm. And if you were in the entertainment industry, production or live or whatever, it halted. And so March and April, it was not good. We were really scared. And we have a staff, obviously.
Yep.
And we tried to get real creative in a lot of different ways. And that creativity, and a lot of like, we were just, it was really, really scary, man.
Yeah.
And we went, and I thought that was really interesting because they wanted to tell you, hey, you, as a small business, it was different, because we've got people that are relying on us for, and their families.
Yep.
But they were telling you, you need to shut down. You can't work. Well, if I can't work, then they can't get paid. And I thought that was really weird. And so
exactly. And
then you give me money, but I'm giving all of that money so they can get paid. So what about the business? How does it pay its bills? Like what I can only use this money to pay them.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Because you're not going to pay them.
Yeah, because you're not paying them. So you're giving money to me. So
to pay
you
them.
gave them $600. I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know.
1,200, then 600.
600. I don't even know. Like that's
still not even 2,000 over a year, man.
Yeah,
$1,800 for
that's it
for a year.
And that's what I mean. And they gave some PPP small business money for like 8 weeks. So I was like, cool. Well, my people can get paid for 8 weeks, but that couldn't. So I just felt like I see every politician on both sides talk about how small business are the backbones of this economy, and I saw them just completely neglect them. And I saw Ruth Chris get money, and I saw everyone get money, but our company, obviously we didn't. So it was very scary to figure out how we were going to make it through, because I think no one would have had a problem shutting down.
Right.
And I think it's a very and that's what I mean by no one cares about wearing a mask if they're worried about how to eat.
Right.
So it's like the government, in my opinion, should have been like, yo, businesses, here's money.
Yeah.
Don't work. Shut down.
Yeah.
And now we're cool.
Because
now we got money and we don't have to feel pressure, but you didn't give us that money.
Nope.
But you told me to shut down.
Yep.
And then you see these 30-year-old restaurants like closing forever. You see these people just... in our industry, agencies just shutting down. Boom, 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 boom.
Up creek, no paddle.
Yeah, so it was really scary. Our team got really creative, and
when did you start seeing like the light at the end of not at the end of the tunnel, but a light of where we can start maybe making some stuff move?
It was like for us, it was towards the end of the summer. I think we were like, there was some businesses and some of our clients are like, I guess we got to keep doing work, because when COVID first hit, it was like April. Guys, we're shutting down for 2 weeks. That'll knock this thing out. We'll take this. That'll take this virus right out.
I can't believe it's been a year.
Remember that? Then it was 8 weeks.
Yep.
And then it was and then we're like, yo.
Oh,
and then,
end of the summer.
Yeah. And then someone said I don't know, our fall. Sarah was telling me some girl on our team. She was just like, yo, I don't think schools are gonna be open in the fall. I was like, fall.
Oh my gosh.
No, we're good. So, but they were right. So it was this thing that lingered.
Yeah.
And so by the time end of around September hit, businesses were like, we're gonna have to do stuff or we're gonna die too. And so so that we kind of started to feel that. And then Florida decided not to give a fuck.
They just didn't care.
They just once Disney reopened, I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
Because they didn't, they were just gonna, they don't close that park.
Yep.
Once it opened back up, I was like, they're never closing it again.
No.
So
how, being in Florida, what was that like for you? DeSantis opening everything up.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
It was quite terrifying.
Yeah.
It was a part of me that was excited because it was I'm glad that the business isn't impacted.
Right.
But the numbers were skyrocketing.
Yeah.
And then you're just everyone in the studio got it. You know, like everyone had it, you know, so it's not like
that's the biggest thing. A lot of people are like, oh, well, if you get it, you know, you're going to be fine. But that's ignorant, but it's also, okay, even if you get it and you're asymptomatic, you can pass it on to someone else who's not going to be as lucky.
Right.
You know, like I had a family member pass away from it, you know, somebody in Ohio didn't do something and like, you know, it spread and it got to a family member of mine. And that's the case for everybody everywhere. Someone could have a family member in LA that I like, that I wouldn't really know. But if I got into contact with them if I just wear my mask one time,
that's it.